channel. If you're new here, welcome. So this makeup look today is actually inspired by Makeupandfreckles on Instagram, and I saw this probably last summer, something like that, and the moment I knew that this was something I wanted to recreate for Valentine's Day. Once again, it's kind of a trend of me seeing things months in advance and kind of keeping them in my mind so I can recreate them. But I absolutely loved this look so much, so I decided to kind of, instead of have real flower petals on me, I decided to body paint them and kind of work on the technique of shadowing and trying to make them look more realistic, and I really like how it turned out. Not gonna lie, I did intend to kind of incorporate a little bit of gold glitter as just an accent around all of this, but when it came down to it, I forgot, and then I had already taken all my pictures and everything, and I really liked how my pictures turned out. So if you want to add on a little extra glam, then definitely feel free. I was going to be using my Lemonhead Paradise Beef Space Jam, so if you want to do that, that's completely optional. So if you guys want to see me recreate this look, just keep watching. Hey guys, so to get started, we're going to be taking my NYX Photo Loving Primer and just applying that all over our face so we have a nice clean base for our foundation. Then we're going to be taking our Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation in medium sand and applying that all over our face, making sure to buff it in and try to make it look as flawless as possible. Next, we will be taking our NYX HD Concealer in Fair and just applying that under our eyes, our forehead, the bridge of our nose, our chin, and under our cheekbones. And then we're going to go ahead and let that set while we go ahead and fill in our eyebrows. Next, we're going to be blending this out with a damp beauty sponge. I like to blend away from my face and in light circular motions. Taking my Airspun translucent powder and a dry Morphe sponge, I'm then going to go ahead and let that bake, and then I'm going to be moving on to eyeshadow. I'm going to start off by taking my Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and priming my lids. Next, I'm going to be taking my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to be taking this highlight color and just starting off by highlighting my brow bone. You are also going to want to make sure that after each step you're blending it out, so I'm just taking my blending brush and applying that right under my brow bone just so it can have a natural looking fade and nothing looks too splotchy. Next, I'm going to be taking this light peach color and I'm actually going to be applying that in with a blending brush into my crease, and this is going to serve as our transition shade. Once again, once you've applied it in, you just want to make sure that you're blending that out. Taking this camel color, you're then going to be applying that in over the crease. I'm using a smaller fluffy brush for this just so it can be a little bit more precise. Once again, you're going to be blending this out. Taking this nice bright red from the palette, I'm then going to be taking that same brush and applying that right into the crease. I'm not really worrying too much about the lid because we are going to be covering that up anyway. Next, we're going to be taking this darker maroon color and applying that into the crease as well. You really want to focus the color on the direct crease and have it blending upwards slightly. Once again, you're going to be taking a blending brush and making sure to blend this out thoroughly, being that now we have color and we want it to transition nicely. Next, we're going to be taking our NYX HD Concealer and a small pointed brush, and we're going to be creating the cut crease. This can be kind of difficult, and I would actually suggest creating the cut slightly above your natural crease because then it will have a more dramatic effect. And so you're just going to lightly be applying this all over the lid, and you don't want to look up so that you don't smudge the eye makeup at all. And so as you're looking down, you're actually going to be going into your white eyeshadow from your Morphe 35B palette, and then just set the eyeshadow from earlier before moving on and repeating the same thing on the other eye. Taking this rose gold color from the palette, you're then going to be applying that right over the concealer and the white eyeshadow from earlier. I decided to focus this more on the inner corner and then allow it to blend out nicely towards the outer corner. To prep our eyelashes, you just want to go ahead and curl them. I'm using my Tarte eyelash curler, and then I'm going to be going in with my Benefit They're Real mascara and just sweeping that through my eyelashes. We're then going to be sweeping away the excess translucent powder and moving on to contour. For this, I'm taking my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, taking medium and dark cocoa, and just applying that under my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, my jawline, and even bringing it down to my collarbones a little bit. I'm then going to be doing the same thing with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just lightly sweeping that all over my face. For my blush, I'm taking my Lorac Matte Blush in Tinge and just stippling that on to my cheeks, making sure to really try and build up that color. For my highlight, I'm taking my NYX Bright Idea highlight in Chardonnay Shimmer and really just stippling that on to my cheekbones, my nose, and really trying to give a glowy and dewy effect before blending it out with a highlight brush. Moving on to lips, we're going to be taking our NYX lip pencil in Brick House and just starting out by outlining the shape of our lips. Then we're just going to be taking our Milani liquid lipstick in Devotion and applying that all over our lips. For my eyelashes, I'm just going to be applying my favorite lashes, which are currently my Kiss number 11s. I love this because they come in a 5-pack and they are quite affordable as well. I'm then going to be taking my NYX highlighter again and just applying that to the inner corner of my eye to brighten it up a little bit before moving on to body paint. For this, I'm taking my Graftobian Pro Paint in Red Crimson and starting to outline the shapes of the rose petals. I'm just lightly creating small triangular kind of weird looking shapes, and I'm just going to be trying to mimic the look of rose petals as much as possible and kind of make them look a little bit abstract. So I'm just going to start off by making small ones on my forehead, then bringing it down to making some on my cheekbones as well, kind of making them grow in size so we can kind of make them look a little bit more realistic, but we don't want it to draw too much attention away from the delicate look that we are trying to achieve. I'm going to be applying some to my upper brow bone as well and also bringing it down to my chest. For my chest, I decided to make them a little bit bigger just so we can really kind of recreate that rose shape. And I'm sorry because my camera is actually cutting off everything I'm doing, but I'm basically just doing the same thing, creating kind of diamond-like shapes on my chest and bringing it up my neck as well. To make this look as realistic as possible, we have to add some highlights and shadows. So for this, I'm going to start off by taking my black eyeshadow from my Morphe 35B palette and just shading in corners of the petals. For highlight, I'm taking my Maryland Paradise paint in white and my Morphe 35B palette white eyeshadow and just applying it to the opposite sides of the rose petal that I did not add shadow, and instead I'm going to be adding the highlight. To make this look as realistic as possible, you are also going to be wanting to apply some shadows right under each individual petal so it looks like they are actually falling onto your skin. So I'm just lightly taking my black eyeshadow and applying it right under and making sure to smudge it out so it looks like a realistic shadow. And that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below what video you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!